Hi, welcome to day 5 of my 8 principles of wellbeing for 2023 and beyond. And today is breathe or breath. I guess I've written it as breathe, but it's our breath. So I'll go to Joseph Pilates because I'm such a Pilates fan. Joseph Pilates is quoted as saying, breathing is the first act of life and the last, and our life depends on it. Well, our life does depend on it, because if we stop breathing, well, then we've got no more life. So it's played a huge part in my life, the way that we breathe, because of a few little injuries I've had over time. I was able to get some information firsthand on how I can breathe to make myself better, I guess, or how I can breathe into different parts of my body. I know that sounds a little bit odd, I guess. I know my body very well, and I am a nose breather. Just in case you're wondering, you breathe through your nose or your mouth. I'm a nose breather. And you may have heard I'm a little bit snuffly because I get a little bit of water up my nose and sinus from the water skiing at times. Sometimes it affects me and other times it doesn't. So when that happens, it's a little bugger for me, because I'm really stuffed in more ways than one. I can't breathe for starters because I'm a nose breather, and I really struggle to breathe through my mouth. And then, of course, it affects my sleep, which is a big part, plays a big part in your health as well, sleep. But if you put all my 8 principles together and you've got them rocking, then sleep will be no problem for you at all. So breathe, all I'm going to say on that is the fact that the way you do breathe and the way you use your breath does play a part in your well-being or not. And the book to read is called Breathe by James Nestor. I will put the link in the show notes for you. I did do a podcast on this earlier on, I'm not sure what. Actually, I've got my podcast notes here. It was episode 27, 17th of October. It was a breathing exercise. I showcased the book many times in that episode because I was so excited about it. This book came across my path a few years ago when I was doing lots of research on our bodies and all the things that have affected me over time. Excuse me, I have to shut the door. Have affected me. So lots of research into books that people have written over the years, and this book, it was on the bookshelves and I thought, no, I've had enough books for now, so I didn't purchase it. And it jumped out at me recently, and I purchased it and read it, and it was just amazing what they have come to find out about our breath. So number 5 principle, breath, or breathe, the way that we breathe can play a huge part in our well-being. So if you want, oh, there I am. I don't know why my computer goes dark and light. I don't know why. So if you want your well-being to be different this year, well, breathing will play a huge part in that. So as I said, I'll put the book in the show notes if you would like to purchase it. I don't get any royalties out of it at all. I just think it's an awesome book, and it's got some incredible stories in there. And there's also, I've done some research on those stories, and there's some people in Brisbane, because I live in Queensland, that are running that have clinics that are using some of those principles from the books, and they're kicking goals. So if that's intriguing you, well, I will leave it with you now, and check out the show notes for access to get that book. So breathe in. Are you a nose breather or mouth breather? If you're a nose breather and you get water up your nose and sinus like I do, well, that's a bugger for you. If you're a mouth breather, well, check out the book, because it'll assist you in helping you to learn different ways of breathing as well. So again, it's a simple strategy, but it's not easy to make changes. And I've been attempting to do the breathing exercises in there for me. And sometimes it's okay, and other times it's like, oh, that's incredibly difficult. But I persevere because I want my well-being to be better. So see you tomorrow for number 6, well-being principle. And I don't know what that is. I forget them off the top of my head, but we'll do number 6 for tomorrow. So hopefully all the other principles that you've listened to so far have enlightened you in some way, shape, or form. So until tomorrow, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Bye.